fuck are you gonna update that shit? I'm in Pittsburgh with a lot of hoes. Young nigga with a bankroll. Lil Dirt 88 on Twitter. Junior Dirt _88 on IG. Yeah. Cartoons was the last shit on my mind. I was chasing folks. Okay? Wash your ass. Brocos get nothing.
Yo, I'm in Pittsburgh with a lot of hoes. Young nigga with a bankroll. This is the Ignant Agenda. I'm your boy, way more fly than you, one you on Instagram. Way more fly than you, two U's on Twitter. Your baby mama's favorite single father to my left. Big black nigga with the bald head.
Yes, sir. Lil Dirt 88 on Twitter. Junior Dirt _88 on IG.
Man, this fucking pollen is kicking my ass. Okay?
Yeah, you almost died before we even started the show.
I've been coughing for the last fucking 15 minutes. I caught myself going outside to sweep the goddamn garage because I got a new bicycle. I wanted to clean out the garage so I could pull my bicycle up. Called myself being a hot shot going outside without no goddamn allergy medicine, and it tore my ass up. So I'm not going outside ever again for the rest of the fucking spring. Man, that shit is. If you don't have allergies, you should be thanking your lucky stars that God blessed you with a strong immune system. I think I got a strong immune system, but allergies is where I draw the line.
Yeah, that. I take my medicine every day at the same time, and then I've been drinking tea and honey for a minute, but
yeah,
the honey definitely helps soothe my throat because that shit just be itchy.
I wonder, can you grow out of allergies?
I don't know. I know I done had mine since I was a kid, so in my case, no.
I feel like it should be just like how people get allergies when they get older.
Mm-hmm.
You should be able to grow out of them as well. I ain't been able to grow out of mine.
Nah.
I know my brother, he waited till he was 20-something years old to be allergic to yeast. So now he can't drink beer and all that other stuff. So,
what do you do as far as bread?
It's only the yeast that's in beer, I guess, because he can eat bread, he eats sandwiches and shit like that.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, he can't have beer at all. Like if he get beer, he gonna swell up. Like
he turn like Hitch.
Worse.
Shout out to Jamal.
That nigga fucking around, man. We almost had to take that nigga to the hospital one time. He beer, I think he was, and then he allergic to like dog hair or some shit like that.
I've heard that. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like dogs. He can't have a dog, and his roommate, I think his old roommate, had a dog, and Jamal didn't know he was allergic to dogs at the time, and I think that nigga had to go to urgent care or some shit like that because it was looking bad for him. But yeah, man, how you feeling though? Mentally, how you doing?
I'm fine. Missed my workout this morning because I was tired of shit, so I had to take a day off. But other than that, bro, just chugging along.
Yeah.
Got a new coworker, so I'm in training mode at the job. And dealing with everyday life shit, being a parent, being a husband.
Right.
All the extra stuff that come along. What about you?
Doing good, man. Got another therapy session this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Just been taking it a day at a time. I'm just one day at a time, 124 at a time. But all in all, I'm 9 out of 10.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, I'm feeling good, doing good.
Right.
So I hear a lot of talk about the Johnson & Johnson vaccine.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody up in arms because of the new report that it's been causing blood clots. But I want people to understand that the news uses fear to control people. So all people heard was blood clot, blood clot, blood clot. Oh, Johnson & Johnson, everybody finna die. That's what everybody heard, right? However, it was only 6 cases of blood clots out of 6.8 million doses that were administered. So if anybody knows how to do math, you would take 6 and divide it by 6, 800, 000, and you'll probably get 0.0000 something 1%. So out of the 6.8, almost 7 million doses that they've already distributed, 6 people were impacted and it caused blood clots within them. I'm not saying that that's a minute amount, but I am saying that because it's one dose. So out of 6.8 million people, only 6 people were, had a negative impact reportedly. I'm just going off of the statistics of the report. So I want people to do a better job of informing themselves versus just going with what the news said. Now, I made a couple jokes about it too because I know it's probably a class action lawsuit that's about to pop off.
You get your $12 check in the mail?
I'm trying to get, nah. It's probably going to be a couple zeros behind them. You know what I'm saying? Because if they do sue, let's just say they stop administering about 7 million doses. So that's 7 million people. They going to sue for like 10, 12 figures.
They settle for just because you sue for something, then you settle for something else.
They probably gonna settle with some north of $100 million. I'm just thinking, I'm forecasting. So if you take $100 million and divide it by 7 million people, that's a nice little check. You know what I'm saying? So when y'all niggas who don't want the vaccine, when I give my check,
it's too late now. They gonna stop this shit.
And when they start passing out checks and you see me pull up to your crib in a helicopter, don't ask no questions.
These niggas about to get a $300 check.
When I pull up in the helicopter and land on your fucking deck. But yeah, man, no, I just want people to just do a better job of just educating yourself. I know we all scared. I know we all got our apprehensions and all of that other stuff, but don't allow the fucking media to dictate what you do with your life. That's all. And you still ain't take no vaccine, huh?
Nah.
You ain't taking it. All right. What you gonna do when they start requiring it for traveling? Because it's bound to happen.
I told you I'm gonna get your shit. I'm gonna scan it and I'm gonna replace it with my name. For everybody in my household, and then I'm gonna give it back. Nah, we've been thinking about it though. Like it's been a conversation, but definitely not getting the Johnson & Johnson.
You don't get to pick.
Well, fuck that.
You don't get to pick when you apply for your appointment and you go. They don't tell you on the email which one you're getting.
But I thought they stopped production.
They paused it.
Yeah.
I don't think they stopped it. They paused it. But it's coming back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and they're working on the 4th one. So. To me, I'd rather get the Johnson & Johnson because it's one dose.
That's what I was thinking.
The rest of them shits, you got to go back. You got to go back 2 times. I mean, 1 time.
Well, I also heard that Johnson & Johnson makes you sterile, so I had to go and take that into consideration.
But when we say things like "I heard," who are we hearing these things from?
I'm hearing this from credible sources.
Like who? Like what? I should say.
But niggas that watch the news all day.
Them niggas ain't credible.
I'm just, but the first thing that came to mind was like, well, the vaccine is still new, so how do they how do they know that it makes you sterile?
Right. That's what I'm saying.
So I tell you, I make a lot of jokes about this shit, but there's a lot of shit I do take serious, and I can't really. I'm down for just taking 1 shot. That's why I was like, okay.
You take 2 of them hoes if you want to, and they 30 days apart.
There you are, yeah.
That's too much scheduling for me. But
everybody
teaches on. If you want the vaccine, take it. If you don't want the vaccine, don't take the shit. I'm not here to promote or down it. I took it. So.
Unless they cutting the check. I promote this shit all day.
Yeah, they not gonna do that. But man, we just be mindful. Do whatever is best for you and your family. If you feel like you don't need the vaccine, that's perfectly fine. You don't got to get it. You know what I'm saying? If you're scared for your life and you want to get the vaccine, go ahead and get that shit, man. Fuck that shit. I know it's at least 7 people above the age of 60 that I know, 7 to 10, that have taken a vaccine. I don't know which one, but they've taken a vaccine and they're just fine. Yeah. I just was at a wedding. Shout out to Jamise, my cousin who just got married. Shout out to Jonathan as well. Shit, my mom and my daddy was there. My aunt, uncle, they got it. My cousin who live up here, she got it. That's 5. My other aunt, that's 6.
Mm-hmm.
My other aunt and uncle, they got it. That's 8. It's people in my family that are older that have taken it, and these motherfuckers was on the dance floor doing the electric slide, Cuban shuffle. They was cutting the goddamn rug with the vaccine in their system, so they doing just fine.
No mask? Y'all ain't nobody wear masks?
Yeah, but they had masks, but they old people. They gonna wear the mask. But yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? If you want to get the vaccine, get it. If you don't want to get it, man, don't get it. But don't be out here trying to promote people to do either or.
Right. So my in-laws got it. My mom got it.
Mm-hmm.
Bridget, my sister-in-law.
That's what, 6 people right now?
That's 4. Oh yeah, Brian, Tanya. So 6. And I'm pretty sure like church members, you know, people like that. People at work. I think both of my bosses got it.
But they is Asian?
Yeah, fully vaccinated. Yeah. So I'm thinking about it. I just, you know.
You got a multitude of different sample sizes. You got Asian, you got black people, white people,
young and old.
Like just look at that's what I think that is the better determinant versus just sitting in front of the TV, watching CNN, watching Fox News.
X amount of people died.
Correct.
Okay, well, what, tell me.
You don't know what these people had. You don't know if they was healthy, if they
dynamics.
wasn't. Yeah, like a lot of reports were saying that DMX got the vaccine a week before he had a heart attack.
Yeah, okay.
That's what people were saying. Also, DMX has struggled with health issues. We're not going to dive into what it was, but he's had health issues to where, yeah, maybe if somebody like him take the vaccine, it's going to impact him different than it would you who go to work every day, who work out every day.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what, Ricky took the vaccine, he fucking fine. You know
you already got it?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah, so I would encourage people, look at the motherfuckers that's around you. Don't watch the news. Look at people that are around you that you know and you trust and see how they react to it.
That was my biggest argument. Let me just see what the shit do. And then if I see like people of my age or in my, ethnicity and stuff like that, then we good, then okay, then I consider taking it.
Gotcha.
But yeah, you can't just be like, oh yeah, go get the vaccine because I want you to.
Because Fox said it.
Right. Man, fuck Fox.
Man, Snowfall, man.
Let's get into it. First of all, next season, they need to bring this shit on at 9. 10 o'clock is too late.
You be sleep?
Hell yeah.
Or sleepy.
Right. I got to rewatch it anyway because I done missed some shit because I dozed off for 5 minutes.
I agree, man. Bringing it on at 9 because you run it back twice. It be shit that I be missing. Mm-hmm. And I'd rather watch it again at 10 than watch it again at 11.
Right.
By the time 11 o'clock show go off, it's 12 o'clock. It's time to go to bed. So far, who's your favorite character? Let me start there.
Favorite character? Damn. It might be what's the Mexican dude name?
Gustavo?
Yeah. I like Gustavo, yeah. And then maybe I would say Saint, but he been acting like a bitch up until now. And spoiler alert, if y'all niggas ain't watched shit yet, y'all might
fuck y'all niggas, man. Hey.
Y'all might want to fast forward like 10 minutes.
Saint killed the shit out of Man Boy, okay? I don't care if you didn't watch it yet. The shit came on Wednesday.
Right.
It's Friday. Okay? If you ain't got on demand on Hulu, your bad.
But I think I like different characters because they all bring different elements to the show.
Yes.
Gustavo, like he ride or die. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Teddy, like that nigga's like a trained assassin. Saint, like I think Franklin, he's getting there. Even with this episode, like he was like, I'm gonna do whatever it takes for you not to go pull up on Man Boy.
Right.
So he put his I'm a square with my uncle to make sure that you don't die tonight.
He got his ass beat.
Right. He stood up like a G.
He did.
So I think I just like different elements that people bring to the show.
Last episode, definitely Jerome was my favorite character.
Mm-hmm.
Jerome got shit done. Mm-hmm. The nigga was with the shits. Whoever in his way, he killing them. Just like that. Mm-hmm. But overall, I've always been a huge fan of Louis. I think Louis has made, and this show shows that men don't really, I hate to be that person, men don't really respect women and their opinions. Because every suggestion that Louis has had, in hindsight, has been correct.
Right.
When Louis told these niggas to no, we gonna side with Scully. We need to kill Manboy because that nigga's out of control.
Right.
Look what the fuck happened.
The nigga, the whole season been trying to hunt this nigga down.
You know what I'm saying? And he been hunting their ass down too.
Right.
When Louis told Franklin not to get in, she told Jerome not to let Franklin in the game. Remember when he came home from school?
He wanted to sell weed.
She was pregnant and she was like, no, we not letting him do that.
Mm-hmm.
And they ain't listened to him, got him in the game. Now they all in this fucked up ass predicament that they in now.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Louis has been on point. Ain't been too many things. Outside of hiring the T-Ho, the worker in the bar,
right.
That's probably the only mistake I feel that Louis has made. You know.
I'm curious to see what the fuck happens in Arkansas or Little Rock, wherever the fuck they went. Like, I wonder if they're gonna, expand on that more next season. Mm-hmm. Because like the crack, like we all know what it does. Like it creates fiends.
Right. So
I want to see, like, in LA is such a major city, like you can spread out. Little Rock, I don't know how big or small Little Rock is, but I feel like that little country ass town they went to, like they know the direct source.
And these niggas drove there.
Right.
From fucking LA.
That nigga Jerome
that's a long fucking drive, dog.
That nigga showed up in a fur coat.
So, yeah, man. I like Saint, but I just think that Saint is a little Saint, he tries to act emotionless, but he truly is like what you call it? He's a sweetheart on the inside.
Right.
The nigga love hard, he love his people hard, and that sometimes impacts his decision making. You know what I'm saying? With the shit with his dad. His dad was dead ass wrong. I do agree. You know what I'm saying? You don't go to the papers, snitch on your fucking son. Even if you thought it was the right thing to do, it wasn't. You should have consulted with him. Y'all figure out a plan. Because he has had good plans and schemes up until this point. Calvin, you was fucking wrong, and you deserve to get pistol whipped. I don't think he need to get out the family, but I think that was a lesson learned. Everybody get back on the same page. Let's rock, move forward. Right. But yeah, I'm a Louis guy. I always been advocating for Louis. I like Louis.
So, which one of the main characters you don't really fuck with?
I don't fuck with Khadijah.
We know why now.
Yeah, I don't fuck with Khadijah, and I'm glad she's gone. I understand her character, but I think that she was just a loose cannon. Like, she was too focused on killing Franklin, killing everybody around Franklin. That the issue was that her passion for trying to get Franklin led to her demise. Right. Like, you wasn't thinking clearly. I know you lost your daughter. You know what I'm saying? I know you got shot at. You lost a couple of homegirls, shit like that. At the end of the day, you still got to use some type of finesse, some type of, tact, and she didn't do that. So she was my least favorite.
That nigga Scully just let her walk out. Like,
what was he gonna do? She had cracked the nigga across the head with a fucking ashtray. That shit broke in half too.
And that nigga knew you was gonna die, bro. Like you falling right into the fucking web. Like you gonna die.
But he told her though. He was like, you gotta chill out.
Yeah. She
didn't want to listen. She thought it was him being scary or whatever. And now look.
Right.
Scully finna go on a rampage though. He finna try to kill everybody.
I don't know.
That nigga finna get back on that Sherm. It's a wrap. He killing everything in sight. I'm telling you.
But yeah, like last night was like the thing. A lot of people be like, "Oh, Snowfall take too long," but you got to develop this storyline. It ain't like Power where niggas come out the gun just ready to shoot fire. Yeah. Like, no, the storyline is dope. If you smart enough, you'll be able to follow along.
See, the problem is that we be listening to people that read with their finger. Right. And this is it's an intellectual show, and it is a storyline. It's a multifaceted storyline because you got the Saint storyline, you got the Manboy storyline, you got the Reed storyline, you got the Wanda storyline. There's so many different stories within the show. You got to be able to keep up. Right. And that's not for the people that, probably was in one classroom all day till it was lunchtime.
And then the show, it ain't a lot of sex going on. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's like you said, it's a lot of dialogue. It's a lot of, it's a lot of planning. Right. So that's why I love the show so much. And that's why I be like, damn, I wish this shit come on at 9 so I can follow along. Yeah. And I'm not half asleep trying to watch this shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like the way Franklin stepped up. He put T in her place. I don't know if I would have killed her or what, but
you gotta kill her. He's stupid for not killing her. He's stupid for not killing her because if a bitch held on to a grudge since she was 15,
yeah, that shit
ain't no
wild.
telling what else she gonna do because you let her walk free. He was supposed to put a bullet in her fucking head and he didn't. And that's gonna come back to haunt him, I guarantee.
The same thing with the reporter. Like y'all let her live, and she got that story out. Now Teddy had to go.
Teddy should have killed that bitch on the couch. He's another one. You supposed to don't leave no room for them to do the shit again.
Right.
So, but yeah, man. Interesting story. So apparently, Mystical broke his silence on a 4-year bad dream, quote unquote, of rape and kidnapping charges that were recently dismissed. For the first time, the rapper spoke on the first-degree rape. First degree, that means it was premeditated. First-degree rape and second-degree kidnapping charges stemming from a 2016 allegation. Mystical initially denied any involvement with his accuser and sat in jail for 18 months before being released on a $3 million bond. The case was dismissed in December 2020 after new evidence was presented to a second grand jury. Prosecutors say, although the charges were dropped, that doesn't mean Mystical is innocent. Shit. We never want to be a part of any process that has an innocent person tied up in the criminal justice process, said Brittany Green, who oversaw the case for the Cato Parish District Attorney's Office. I just want to say that there is a distinction between not guilty and innocent, and that also because the case is dismissed or a case is resolved in a fashion other than a trial, that doesn't necessarily mean that an incident didn't happen. According to police reports, Mystical had a few members of his entourage, including Avery Holloman, aka Lil Hood, met up with Holloman's female friend and her boyfriend after Mystical's performance earlier that night. The female told police she was continuously handed drinks while hanging out with the group. She was eventually separated from her boyfriend's friends. And when they reunited a few hours later, her boyfriend said she seemed disoriented and police were called. Holloman admitted to being intoxicated with the alleged victim and having intercourse with her. While he claimed they were the only ones in the room, the female recalled her buttocks hurting with Mystical standing behind her, although she didn't remember certain parts of the night. Mystical denied being in the room, but forensic tests proved he had a sexual encounter with the female 8 months later. A toxicology report also found that there was cocaine and another substance in the alleged victim's body. According to the Associated Press, an arrest warrant was issued for Mystical, Holloman, and a woman who later pleaded guilty to obstruction of justice, meaning she lied to the police.
Mm-hmm.
Holloman pleaded guilty to the lesser charge of simple kidnapping in June 2019 and was sentenced to time served. Mystical admitted to the news site that he did have a consensual sexual encounter with the woman and believed she claimed she was raped to cover up cheating on her boyfriend. There was additional information that surfaced that the original grand jury did not have an opportunity to consider at the time that the charges were brought forward, Green said. When we decided that the case needed to stop there because the second grand jury did not return an indictment after the review of the additional evidence. Mystical also spoke on his sexual battery conviction in 2003, for which he served 6 years in prison. He claimed he accepted a sexual battery charge in order to avoid a potential life sentence a rape charge can carry in Louisiana, but admitted to being in a horrible fraternity as a registered sex offender. So, God, it's a whole bunch of shit going on in this fucking story.
Mm-hmm.
One, I didn't know he accepted the 6-year plea, which was a lesser charge because he was going to get life.
Mm-hmm.
But still, basically I understand the rationale. Yo, I'm going to take this 6 years and then I got arrested to be a sex offender. I'm a registered sex offender. But that's better than life in prison. But in actuality, it's still life because that shit carry with you
for the rest of your life.
For the rest of your life. Everywhere you go, you can't be in certain feet of a school. You can't be around kids. You can't you're confined to certain rules and regulations when you have to register as a sex offender. But this whole story about this chick, that's wild. The girl remember you being behind her ass hurting after, but she don't remember the rest of the night. She remember being handed drinks or asking for drinks or giving drinks or whatever the case is. It's just a lot, man. That's why I think it's important to note that, bro. That's why I like hanging with you.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? Because you know that I ain't finna be on no bullshit.
Right.
I know that you ain't finna be on no bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
And we roll just like that. We know John ain't finna be on no bullshit.
And Ricky.
And anybody else that's in our circle.
Right.
We don't hang with horny ass niggas. Everybody either got a wife or somebody they consistently been having sex with, so they not in need of any type of sexual favors or acts. That is a serious thing though. Like to be around niggas, like it's really you choosing the company that you hang with because you don't know what some of these niggas be thinking, doing, into.
Mm-hmm. That's a very true statement, and like even like you know, in single moments, you know, I've been around single friends, but none of them niggas ever been like aggressively horny. You know what I'm saying? You know, you wanna go. You want to get, you want to have a good time. You want to meet some females. You want to buy them a drink or two. You want to, maybe dance or whatever the case is. But when a girl say no, I know niggas that go back off.
No, bro.
Like, just back off, bro. Like, it's okay. It's going to be another one that's about to walk in here. As far as this situation, a lot of shit stood out. You know what I'm saying? Like the drugs, the drinks, I don't want to cheat on my boyfriend, or I did cheat on my boyfriend. Now I don't want to tell him. Like, so now I'm going to press charges. It's a lot that goes into that, and
yeah, man.
It's unfortunate because of what he's already been through. But then also, like, you got to be conscious enough to know not to put myself back in that situation.
Absolutely.
So, I mean, I wish both of them the best. You know what I'm saying? If it happened the way it did, then he eventually Mystical will get whatever he deserved. Yeah, and the same way with females. Like, if you lied on a nigga, like, you deserve some kind of repercussions.
They need the same sentence that was finna be handed out for the nigga that doing the act.
Right.
Should be the same sentence that should be handed out for the bitch that lied on a nigga doing that.
Right.
Because oftentimes, and see, I'm a music head, music connoisseur, so I'm constantly on certain websites that deal with music news and things of that nature. So, had I not been on this site, ain't nobody on social media talking about that. Like your allegations and your convictions are never going to be loud as your acquittals. Never. You know what I'm saying? Like, look at the whole Offset situation. Offset was facing the rape charge too.
Right. Not
too long ago. And I think Offset is a bigger star today than Mystical is, which is why it was publicized. But let's just say Offset maybe had a 8-year, 9-year break in terms of he wasn't putting out music. Just like Mystical ain't put out music in a very, very long time.
Right.
So let's say Offset was cold. We would have never known about, him being, all the charges being dropped and the bitch was lying or whatever the case is. But because of his star status currently in the group that he's in, it was publicized, but I said all of that to say, like, it needs to be the same across the board. If you rape somebody, you need to be punished at the full extent of the law. And if you lie about somebody raping you, you need to be punished to the full extent of the law. It's just that simple. It
shouldn't be, okay, well, we'll just dismiss the case. What are the consequences?
Nah, hell no.
You can't just lie. You can't just lie on people.
Yeah.
Like, that shit not cool, like, because you don't know, like, his name getting rubbed through the mud. Same thing with Deshaun Watson.
That fuck up a lot of money, bro. Like, Deshaun Watson nasty though. I ain't gonna lie, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Like, as soon as I saw that, I think Nike suspended his deal or dropped him. I knew the dominoes were gonna fall.
Once Nike gone, but it's a wrap.
Beats by Dre, all the other shit. The stadium is ran by somebody. They dropped his ass. So they gonna make somebody else the face of that fucking franchise.
Yeah, boy. Hey, man.
Unless the shit ain't true, but I mean, in this case, there's too many stories that look alike. That's all I'm saying.
That boy like his asshole rub. Well, I'm just trying to tell you.
Right. But yeah, I mean, I just I feel bad for, but like you said, and I'm glad you said what you said. Like, niggas got to hold each other accountable.
Yeah, man.
Like, hey, bro, back off.
Or chill.
Yeah.
You know, you ain't gotta back off, but you see the bitch she ain't vibing with
right.
you. You know what I'm saying? Like catch the next one.
Right. There's more coming.
Yeah, like catch the next one, man. It's not that serious. Like I don't even want to be around nobody that feel like they that hard up on to pull a chick or get some pussy or whatever, bro. Right. We just out because I heard the food was dope.
The music good.
And we gonna drink.
Right.
If you ain't about them 3 things, leave me the fuck alone. Get away from me. Right. I don't want to be nowhere near where you gonna be if some shit happen to you.
And I don't want to have to answer no questions. I don't want nobody pulling under my job. Hey, listen, hey, we need to talk to such and such.
You know what I'm saying?
Nigga, I left at 11. I don't know what them niggas did after that.
I damn sure don't. And I don't want to know.
Right.
Call me.
Right.
All right. Yeah, man. Yeah, niggas be too horny, man. They gotta chill out. Did we ever say rest in peace, DMX?
I think he died Friday. So we recorded. Yeah.
Rest in peace, DMX, man.
Yeah. That brother lived a life.
Yes, he did.
So it's funny, like God uses people in different ways, and a lot of church going people that probably never understand DMX, but he's probably one of the best angels that God probably sent down.
Yeah.
Because I think regardless of whatever room you put him in, he was gonna shine, and he was gonna be a light to whoever. To who or whatever, how many people was in that room. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, rest in peace.
Absolutely. Last little piece of news. Bobby Shmurda, please stay away from white women. Look, I know you probably will never hear this podcast, and that's okay with me, but I have a message for you. Stay away from white women. They only come with trouble, jail time, and alleged rape charges. Stay away from white women. Did you see the video? The white girl was kissing all on him. Mm-hmm. It came out yesterday. They was frying his ass, boy. Bobby Shmurda, you did 7 years in prison. You're an honorable black man. We know why you did more time.
Right.
Because you wanted your homie to get out before you. Y'all boys ain't snitch on each other. Very commendable. Don't now come out and be kissing no oppressor in the mouth. Don't do that.
We just watched Rosewood.
Yeah, man, don't do that. Go get you, you could get bitches though. Bobby Shmurda.
Right. Your name alone.
You're Bobby Shmurda. I understand. We know what Ply said. White girls fun, because they all swallow. We know. Black girls swallow too, Bobby Shmurda. I know this. It's a fact. Don't get tied up with white women. Look at all the black men that have descended at the hands of white women. Mm-hmm. O.J. Simpson.
Facts.
Lamar Odom.
Facts.
What's your other boy name that played for Cleveland? That date the Kardashian girl.
Oh, damn.
Tristan Thompson. Yeah. Tristan Thompson is another.
AB said no more white women.
AB got tied up with the white girl, then he got his shit together. Right. I know that's his baby mama or whatever, but. And she might not even be white. She might be Hispanic or some shit like that. I think you could fucking yeah,
around.
But even still, man, stay away from white men. All them niggas that fuck with Cat Stacks, them niggas either burning or they got a horrible music career now. You know what I'm saying? Leave white women alone. Look, Nick, what's your boy? Swaggy P was fucking with Iggy Azalea.
Mm-hmm. Nigga ain't balled no more since.
But he ain't hit a jumper since he was dating her. Okay? Leave it alone, Bobby Shmurda. Let it go. That's my PSA to you as a black man. White women come with nothing but trouble. But let's get into the topic, man. You had brought something up very profound.
Mm-hmm. So
earlier,
in today's climate, is love genuine?
Are we talking about romantic love or just love in general?
Romantic love, we put it like that. No, not like I love you like a homeboy or cousin or whatever. Like I'm talking about like you and your significant other. Mm-hmm. Y'all genuinely in love?
Got it.
Or what? You know what I'm saying? What are the steps that's gonna get you there?
Okay. I would have to say it depends on the foundation of the relationship. Mm-hmm. So, if you are an individual, and I'm gonna put the accountability on women this time. Because oftentimes women don't make it clear what their needs and wants are outside of materialistic things.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, you can tell us that you like nice gifts. You can tell us that you like to go out to nice restaurants and all of this. But when it comes time to state exactly what you want for the future, it's always not always, but more oftentimes than not, it's I'm going with the flow. Oh, I'm looking for something serious. If it comes along, then that's cool. If it don't, then oh well, blah blah blah. All of these things that we've heard women say that are pretty much green lights for us to do some fuck shit. Just keeping it a buck, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like love is only genuine when the foundation is genuine. So if women, under the sound of my voice, hear what I'm saying, if you make it clear what your intentions are as a partner, hey, listen, I find you attractive, but this is what I want. I'm looking for a serious relationship with somebody that I can be exclusive and monogamous with, and I'm looking to get married soon. You don't gotta put a timeline on it, or you don't even gotta say soon, but I'm dating to marry. You could just keep it like that, you know what I'm saying? And in the event that you do that, you weed out a lot of the bullshit from people that would otherwise be scared of commitment. Because when you do that, what that says to me is I am a woman of commitment, and you're not finna just be playing in my panties like that.
Mm-hmm.
So once that happens, boom, you weed out the weak niggas, and then that makes room for the niggas that are genuine, that will show you genuine love and date you genuinely and court you, and all of those things that y'all like to do that y'all see on these gay ass black couples meet Instagram pages. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like love is genuine depending on the foundation.
So I agree. But can you go through a cycle of bullshit? Let's say cheating or I guess financial hardships or whatever. Like, can the love be resurfaced? Can it be 100% again?
Yeah, you have to know and believe that you can and you will, and it will take place. So, like, for example, let's take baseball, right? How did you become, what was your highest, like, during the season, what was your highest batting average?
Shit, I think my junior year, I probably batting around like three something.
The highest is what?
No, well, I mean, if
It's
you get a hit,
it's 1,000, right? But anywhere between 270,
270, 325,
325. If you bat 300, like you doing something. Like that's Barry Bonds, Mark McGwire, all them boys, right? So you anywhere between 250, 275, and 350, you're doing pretty fucking good, right? But in order for you to develop the swing that you had to improve your batting average, you had to work. That means you had to miss a whole bunch of balls. Pause. Right? You had to miss a whole bunch of balls to be able to get your timing right and all that. Dating ain't no different. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I gotta go through. I may gotta date a nigga that ain't got a car. I'm just giving an example. May gotta date a nigga that got a car. I may have to get treated like shit by somebody to understand what it really feels like for somebody to treat me nice. That go on both sides.
Yeah, put a pin in that.
Yeah.
Okay, so we hear this notion all the time. Why women gotta go, like with Gucci and Kia, whatever his name is. Oh, why she gotta go through so much shit for him to like come out and really love her? Why who else? Kobe and Vanessa. You know, these are just examples that we've seen. Right. Why a nigga gotta put me through so much shit to finally realize that he loved me? Right. So
you want me to answer that?
Yeah.
I feel like people are unrealistic when it comes to that because it's not only him probably putting her through. We don't know what she did. Just because it's not publicized what she did doesn't mean that she was perfect and all he did was shit on her. Just like with Vanessa, it don't mean that she was perfect and all Kobe did was shit on her. Like, I think men can receive most of the blame because we're the head. You know what I'm saying? And on the team, who usually take most of the, like, if a team win, who they blame? They blame the quarterback or they blame the coach. Right. Or football. They blame the quarterback or the coach.
Basketball.
When they lose basketball, they blame whoever the superstar is. So in this case, the Lakers, they're going to blame LeBron if they win or lose. They're not going to blame the coach, the little white boy that they got there, because that ain't really his team.
Right, it's LeBron.
It's LeBron's team, right? So they're gonna blame the head of the household. Now, so that's win, lose, or draw. You know what I'm saying? So, but oftentimes the other portion of that isn't publicized because we don't know about it. It's not talked about, or men try to protect the relationships that they have with some of these women. Mm-hmm. So I'll go on to say, no, you shouldn't have to go through bullshit in order to receive happiness. You shouldn't. Mm-hmm. But life isn't perfect. I'm not saying that niggas are supposed to cheat on you for you to understand what real love is. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is people are going to make mistakes. And depending on the mistake, that's how you learn how to grow. But if a nigga just keep cheating, that's a habit. That's not a mistake.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I don't think cheating is a mistake at all. Like, that's an act that you pursue and you act on. Mm-hmm. So let's take cheating off the table. If niggas mess up or niggas make mistakes, I think that you have to decide whether or not you want to be there to help fix those mistakes so that y'all can grow as a couple. Right. Because if you run every time a mistake is made, the next nigga you get to,
you're gonna really be a trash star.
It may be 3 mistakes he make that are far bigger than the ones that you kind of currently used to with the other dude.
Yeah, I classify I think it's we gotta classify certain shit. Mm-hmm. Like cheating is the top tier. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody goes to that though.
Like niggas, it could be a thing where call me when you get home. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Or make sure you're not staying out too late. Whatever too late is, and everybody got a different scenario about what's being out too late. Those are mistakes. You know what I'm saying? Right. Making her a priority. And that can just be the woman or the man in that scenario. Those are mistakes.
All learning curves too.
They all are, yes, because everybody's different. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So I agree with you as far as it got to be a foundation. Hey, this is what I like. This is what I don't like. It's not all going to happen in one day. Right. It's going to take. Oh, the nigga came in too late. Mm-hmm. I need to say something. Don't let him continue to come in too late. And you not say nothing, and then all of a sudden you packing your bags. Yeah. When you could have just corrected this shit a long time ago.
I think, I had a point that I was gonna make, bro, when you said that. We'll come back to it. Mm-hmm. You asked me to put a pin in something though. Did we already address that?
Oh yeah, we did the whole cheating thing. Yeah. But like I said, that's in tiers. I know I am now. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So also, what women have to stop doing, because sometimes genuine love comes from you teaching somebody how to love you. Mm-hmm. Because if you teach them how to love you, they know and understand what you like, and then eventually they'll start to do those things because they know that you like them. Right. Now, that may sound a little backwards to some people, but everybody doesn't receive love the same. So the girl that I was dating before you, she probably would love flowers. Mm-hmm. I hate using this example, but it's the most common example. She loved flowers, so I got her flowers. You know what I'm saying? Randomly, sporadically, however you want to put it. The new girl that I'm with, she hates fucking flowers. They remind her of death. But if you continue to buy flowers for somebody that hates flowers, that's going to draw a wedge in your relationship because, one, you're not listening, and right. Two, you're not doing something genuine for me. You're doing what you've always done and that what you're used to do.
Right. Or you're taking the notion that you see on social media or whatever. Oh, buy your woman flowers. Yes. Shit, Shawty don't like flowers, so whatever it is that you like.
So what I said all of that to say is sometimes you do have to teach people how to love you and respect you. And you hear this on, I ain't finna teach no grown-ass man how to love me. Sure, okay, cool. You don't have to. Mm-hmm. But don't expect the shit to happen out of osmosis. You know what I'm saying? Don't expect the shit to happen without some type of communication or you communicating what you like, because y'all hate for us to tell y'all that all y'all bitches is the same. Mm-hmm. But then you make a statement like you don't want to have to teach nobody how to love you. Well, bitch, you're telling me that you're the same as the rest of the hoes that I used to talk to. Right. So I'm finna treat you like that, but in actuality, that's not the case. Mm-hmm. So
no, I agree with you. It's like going to a car dealership. Hey, if you go in there and be like, I just want a car,
Right.
They just gonna probably put you in anything. Probably the most expensive shit.
Yep.
If you say, hey, I want an SUV, I wanted to do this, I wanted to have 4 or 6 cylinders, so now you're narrowing down the search. You know what I'm saying? So when you start to put things in perspective, when you check these filters, you know what I'm saying? I need a man to do this, this, and this. I need a woman to do this, this, and this. Then you can start to, now the train can really start running.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like when you go in there with your eyes closed and you want to be stubborn.
Yeah.
Ain't none of this shit gonna work.
And it's man, it's niggas out here that are genuine. You still can find genuine love, I believe, because you have to be willing to give up something though. I'm not talking about physical, but I'm talking about being able to give up something that you're uncomfortable with. So a lot of people, men and women, not comfortable with talking about their feelings. Mm-hmm. Well, if you don't talk about your feelings, nobody knows how to treat you, because we don't know what you don't like. We don't know what you do like. Mm-hmm. We don't know when you're vulnerable. We don't know when you're exposed to something that you may be uncomfortable with. If you don't talk about it, only thing that's going to happen is it'll happen out of happenstance. And then you're looking at him like, well, I don't like blah, 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 blah. Now we in an argument, and I didn't even know that you didn't like this. I was just doing what I normally do.
Right.
And that's not something that you're into. So you kind of have to be a little bit vocal and step out of your comfort zone of not wanting to communicate, not wanting to talk about feelings and things of that nature. Mm-hmm. But all of these factors are how you genuinely find somebody that loves you for you. You know what I'm saying? I had an opportunity to sit when I was in Miami for the wedding. I went to Tootsie's. Mm-hmm. And I sat with a couple, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully they hear this. Mm-hmm. And
not at the strip club.
Yeah. we was at Tootsie's. And so I had an opportunity to sit with them. And you could tell like they've been together so long that they genuinely understand and know each other. Mm-hmm. They was finishing each other's sentences. You know what I'm saying? She was talking about what he liked. This nigga was just eating wings the whole time. She talking about him like, he don't like that because blah, 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 blah. He ain't even had to talk. And it's like, I paid so much attention to that conversation because I'm like, damn, like, I don't even know how long they've been together. Mm-hmm. But you could tell like they are genuinely in love with each other. They respect each other and they know and understand what type of relationship that they have. You know what I'm saying? I think the nigga, that was like his first strip club or second strip club he ever been to. Nigga from Miami now.
Mm-hmm. That's interesting.
He just not, strip club just wasn't his thing. Right. You know what I'm saying? But I said all of that to say like it's people who are together that genuinely know and understand each other. And it takes time and communication for that to happen.
And I think sometimes people like they think you got to sit down at a table and y'all got to look face to face with each other and have these conversations.
Yeah.
Like it's so many times we have conversations in the car.
Yep.
While I'm playing the game and she just want to talk and I'm just listening. But I think sometimes niggas just don't want to listen. Oh, my girl just nagging. Oh.
They don't know how though, bro.
Niggas? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Do you know the skill that it takes? And oftentimes too, I think this is where a lot of the shit, and I'm gonna say something that probably gonna rub people the wrong way. Mm-hmm. A lot of skills that niggas can apply to relationships they don't have because they don't have real jobs. Hear me?
No, I'm following you.
Follow what I'm saying. When I say a real job, I mean a job where you have to communicate with customers, communicate with internal stakeholders. Mm-hmm. You have to be able to, written and verbal communication, mm-hmm. right? So you need to be able to write emails. You need to be able to respond to emails, read, write, and understand. Delegate responsibility, talk mm-hmm. about things that need to happen, planning, implementing. Like, it's so many different ways I can go with this, but in essence, I'm just saying, if you do these things on a daily basis, mm-hmm. you know what I'm saying, at a job, because a relationship is strictly that. It's a job. When you get off of work, you got to go to your other job mm-hmm. because you got to listen. You know what I'm saying? If you're texting your girl, you got to be able to write, read, and understand what she's saying. You know what I'm saying? If there's something bothering you got to be able to communicate that in an effective manner.
Mm-hmm.
Then you got to be able to listen and take direction and give direction.
Right.
All of these things happen on the job. You know what I'm saying? Depending on what type of job you have, you may do more or less of these skills, these interpersonal skills.
Right.
A lot of these niggas don't be having interpersonal skills, bro. So it then comes out where when conflict arises,
the niggas shut down.
They shut down. They don't know how to talk. They don't want to talk. Mm-hmm. They storm out the room. They walk away. Oh, she just tripping. No, she's not tripping. She just is noticing the pattern and she's trying to alleviate that before it gets any worse. And a lot of niggas don't want to face constructive criticism. That's another thing, too. Right. They don't want to be told that they're not good at something or they're not doing something the right way. All of these things happen on a real job, performance evaluation.
Right. Oh, nigga, I'm the shit.
You know what I'm saying?
You date every day. You do X, Y, Z. No, I get it. Mm-hmm. And to me, the piggyback off of you is like, niggas don't want to step outside their box.
Absolutely.
So, like, it be niggas I be encountered with, I ain't never left out of side 285. Huh? So you ain't never experienced no other culture, no other, like.
Been nowhere.
I feel like you can put me in a room with white, black, Asian, whatever. Mm-hmm. I feel like I'm gonna flourish. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have a good time. You know what I'm saying? I can have conversation the same way I feel about you and a whole lot of people I associate myself with. But niggas like that, nigga, I ain't never been outside 285. Like, I do the same shit. Like, I don't know if I want to be around you too often, cause nigga, like, if I take you somewhere, I don't know how the fuck you gonna act.
What in the fuck?
Right. It's like a damn culture shock. So I think a lot of that fall in the same umbrella, because if you don't have people skills, then how the fuck you gonna deal with your significant other?
Yep.
Coming from a different place or a different state, you know what I'm saying, different background, religion or whatever. So like it's constant communication. Like it's just as simple as a car ride, or y'all need to go to get ice cream or walking, exercise or something like that. That sparks up conversation. Like, it used to tick me off, like, damn, like, she talks so damn much. And then when you sit back and you really listen, like, then you started to have these deep conversations of, okay, now I understand why you act the way you do. Or you need this certain kind of love, or you need this certain kind of attention.
You gotta know your woman.
Right. Or man.
In this case, we're talking to the guy.
Right. So
in this case, woman, you know what I'm saying? We talking to the heterosexual man. Mm-hmm. I don't know how to talk to gay men about their relationships, and I'm not going to even sit here and try to understand.
Right.
But in the heterosexual world, you got to know your woman, meaning you have to take the time to understand. And a lot of times what happens is we get so distracted in the initial stages of getting to know someone by trying to fuck that we miss all of the things that she likes, the things that she doesn't like. And then because you're playing a role, you're being nice, you halfway listening, you know what I'm saying? You're trying to get to the goal, which is smashing, right? But then you start liking her, and then now you got to go back and remember all the shit that she was saying in the pre-stages of y'all smashing. You don't even remember her fucking middle name, birthday, none of this other shit. And here you are, 6 months into a situation, and you don't know nothing about the motherfucker that you with. You just know that, y'all kicking it, y'all like each other. Y'all go out every now and then, a couple of times out the month, 2, 3, 4 times out the month. That's your little lady or whatever. But you don't really know shit about her. You don't know what make her mad, what make her sad, what make her insecure. You know what I'm saying? What she worries about when she at nighttime. You know what I'm saying? Right. You ask me any question about, the person that I talk to, I can tell you, I can answer those questions. I can give you insight as to why she processed certain information the way she does. Like, it's just different things that you should be paying attention to as a guy that we just don't do, which is another thing about, just not genuinely liking and loving the people that you're with.
Look at you trying to get the coochie coupon.
Let me explain something to you. That shit is a debit card, okay? Coupon emoji.
The swipe.
I'm just joking.
But I think, and you brought up a good point. Well, you said something that made me think of something like society has put so much emphasis on sex.
Yeah.
Nigga gotta fuck good. She gotta have wet pussy. Like, okay, that's cool. But outside of fucking, which may all last to all 30, minutes.
30.
I'm just, niggas like to reach and shit.
Yeah, all right.
So
30 must be on the weekend.
What the fuck else y'all gonna do in these? What you up probably 10, 12, 14 hours out the course of the day?
Yeah. So
outside of them 30 minutes, what the fuck else y'all gonna talk about or connect on?
Get this 8 so we can lay down.
So 13 hours and 42 minutes.
Yeah, man. It's crazy.
52 minutes. Like, it's just like, what else can y'all connect on outside of just fucking?
Yeah, man. Like, we got to do a better job of paying attention. Mm-hmm. We honestly do, because, it's so many distractions out here.
It is like
gambling, stock market, social media, other bitches, shoes, clothes, cars.
Trying to keep up.
Work, kids. You know what I'm saying? Your relationship is a distraction at times because you're so focused on trying to do good that you get away from doing the things that make you happy as an individual. You know what I'm saying? Like, for example, if things may not be going well, not right now, but things may not be going well with you and your lady, so you spend more time with trying to fix shit versus getting off your regimen with going to the gym. You know what I'm saying? Or, going to therapy or something like that. You're so focused on getting shit right at home that you get away from the individual stuff that you do that made you perform better in your relationship.
Right.
So
and I could speak on that. Like, when we got separated, I didn't know what the fuck to do because I was so engulfed into not only her but Chase. I was like being a family man.
Right.
Now, if like if some shit was with the pop off, I'm not saying it is, or whatever. Like, I feel like I built like a what Chad always say, a callus.
Yep.
Like, I still make sure I take care of my body. I take care of myself. I got a good group of friends around me, so it's not like where I'm just so engulfed into her. Yes, I'm listening. I'm always listening. But at the end of the day, I can't get lost in a relationship without making sure I take care of myself first.
I agree.
So it's constant. Like, it's like a pie chart. Like, some days it's different. Some days the orange is larger than the blue side, and it's a lot.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, it's just, I'm speaking from personal, that you got to take care of yourself first, and then everything else will fall in place.
Yeah, man. Shout out to growth.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people listen to us because we do have such mature conversations for not only men but black men. I don't really know too many guys that, outside of my immediate circle, too many guys that talk about the stuff that we talk about. You know what I'm saying? Most of the times, if it ain't sports, it's hoes. If it ain't hoes, it's
J's,
clothes, shoes, fashion, or whatever the case is. But not really diving into the whys and hows of the structure of a relationship. What makes you better as an individual? What you can do to improve to make you better as an individual? I really appreciate these conversations that we have, because it's not necessarily, we do it in front of a camera, but this is therapy for both of us.
Well, we can have this conversation off camera. And I think that's what people don't realize. Like, sometimes we sitting around drinking or playing cards, but we have these really in-depth conversations.
Yes.
And like I said, we do this shit on and off camera, but that's just a part of maturing. And I'm grateful, because even like when I thought of when I thought about the topic, I was like, damn, I don't know how this shit gonna pass over. So, but I was like, let me just throw it out there and see, because it's a lot of niggas that need this shit. Whether they say it or not,
hopefully they listen.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, fellas, listen to your women, learn your women. Them hoes is aggravating. I understand, and I know. I do.
And they know they aggravating. They just don't give a fuck.
They don't give a fuck that they aggravating either. We know this. But find something that you can do to alleviate the aggravatedness that they bring to your life. Outside of fucking. Find something else. Find something else you really, really like about her, and just tap in and hone into that, And every time she aggravates you, you just go to that place that makes you love her and say, you know what, this is my happy place.
Right.
And I'm not going to let you ruin anything for me. You have to do that almost every 5 minutes.
Eventually, that shit'll get draining because dealing with 17 different personalities got to be tiring.
Yes.
That's why it don't take them no time to fall asleep. They fall asleep anyway.
Yeah, because they be tired from being 17 different fucking people during the day. You're happy, you're sad, you're angry, you're insecure, you're worried, you're upset.
You're horny.
You're horny. Horny is 5 people in itself. You know, you're bloated. It's just
Black women, we love y'all.
Yeah, whatever.
Just aggravating as fuck.
Hey man, listen, shout out to everybody under the sound of our voices that listen to us week in and week out. We thank y'all and we appreciate all of the comments. We thank y'all and appreciate everything. And whichever one of y'all niggas told, what's buddy name?
Tahoe something. Hold on.
Tahoe _TV, I think his name is, on Twitter and Instagram. I don't know buddy, but I don't follow him, but I'm familiar with him on Twitter.
Yeah,
you know
Tahoe _TV.
Yeah. So, dude seems to be it looks like he got a show of his own, and that's what's up, man. Appreciate you reaching out to us. Also appreciate whoever you are that listened to us that told him about us. You know what I'm saying? We really appreciate that. He hit us up today, so we're going to try to make something happen. But yeah, man, thank y'all so much. This is Ignant. I'm your boy, way more fly than you. 1 you on Instagram, way more fly than you. 2 U's on Twitter, your baby mama's favorite single father.
Lil Dirt 88 on Twitter, Junior's Dirt _88 on IG. Shout out to Books and Booze. Chef High Time. I think that's it.
I think they got a podcast called So Shameless Podcast.
I gotta check that out.
That's what's up.
Yeah, we gonna make something shake.
Yeah, we gonna have to. So yeah, man, thank y'all for listening.